Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
What is going on, everybody? I go by RB, and this is Philly Take with RB. Hope everybody is having a great week. We are back again with another edition of Philadelphia 76ers pre-game live. The Sixers are currently 2-1, an ugly 2-1, but they are 2-1 here in the bubble at Orlando. And today we are going up against Orlando, the Orlando Magic, who have dropped 2 in a row. The Sixers come into this off a win, but not the most convincing win against the worst team in the bubble. Ben Simmons is out again. I don't know if you guys saw my video, we were lied to. Ben Simmons has an injury, and I just feel like he's going to be out for some significant time. So we're going to talk matchups today. We're going to talk about what this team will look like going forward without Ben Simmons, potentially, maybe even for the first round of the playoffs, maybe even for the whole playoffs. Who knows? I mean, this injury is so up in the air. We'll never get the right information from this Sixers organization. I mean, I thought I would trust NBA sources. I thought I would trust Shams. I thought I would trust Woj. They were wrong. The Sixers lied to us, and I'm still pissed off about it. I don't know if you guys can see, I got my Ben Simmons jersey on here. We might have to retire this thing for the rest of the year after today if Ben Simmons does not return. Let's see what's going on, everybody. Who's up in the chat, man? Who's up in the chat? Appreciate you guys tuning in, man. As always, all the support. If you guys can see on the banner on the bottom, channel memberships will be dropping tomorrow. They've been a long process, but I'm excited to get those out. What's going on, Ethan? Appreciate you being up in here, bro. Oscar Lou, my guy. Rick Bennett, what's going on? Jamal Perkins, Aaron XA, Kevin Cronin, Big Play Slay, my God, what's going on? Ryan Rowe, Oscar Lou with a first question. What will our starting lineup be like? I literally just tweeted out the emoji where you're just like, because guess what, guys? Guess who's in the starting lineup tonight? Al Horford. We're back to the two big men lineup with Tobias Harris. I mean, you guys know my thoughts on it. You guys know my thoughts. They have not played terrible together. Al Horford and Joel Embiid have not played terrible together, but when you mix that in with Tobias Harris, with potentially Josh Richardson, who usually is not on most nights, I just don't know where the shooting's going to come from. We're going to talk about the rotation. As of right now, I see the injury report. Mike Scott is actually available to go tonight, but Glenn Robinson III is still out with the hip pointer. I'm kind of getting nervous about that. I didn't think he would be out this long. We definitely need him back for the playoff rotation. Ben Simmons, like I said, if you're just coming in, and if you haven't seen, has a subluxation of his left patella. His kneecap came out of place, and I should have went with my gut instinct by the way he was walking. I just thought something was bad, and I don't know when he's going to come back. So it's a bit scary. I'm not going to lie. I don't see this team being able to successfully function and beat some of the top dogs without Ben Simmons. Say what you want about him. He's been off. Who knows if he's been fully healed, but we need Ben Simmons on both sides of the ball to be a successful team, man. Let's see what's going on. Ethan says Joel Embiid's going to have to play harder than he has been the past 3 games. And think about that. I mean, Joel's put up 40 points. He's put up 27, and he's continuously fighting through double teams, triple teams. Joel Embiid has been that man. If there's anybody that has stepped up and really proved to me that they are ready to go, it's Joel Embiid. And like you said, he's going to have to play harder, but I just don't know how it's going to happen. Now you can even put more pressure on a guy like Joel Embiid. It's going to be rough, man. It's going to be very rough. Joel's going to have to continually go off for like 30 or 40 to even give us a chance, man. Big Play Slay, hey, they're way better than the Wizards. I'm talking about the Magic. What do you mean? What, the Sixers? I mean, we are way better than these teams in terms of talent, but I mean, when we're just sneaking out wins, I mean, we got to play up to par, man. We got to play up to standard. The Sixers team has so much talent. It's really going to be interesting to see what Brett does with these rotations going forward. We're going to talk about matchups, rotations, what the Sixers need to do without Ben Simmons on the floor. But Shout out to everyone that's up in here, man. Delaware Now says, what up, my guy? What's going on? Appreciate you being up in here. Aaron, thoughts on the West 8 seed race? I don't know too much. I mean, I know what teams are involved in it, but we'll see what happens. I'm not really worried about that. I probably expect the Blazers, with the way they're playing, sneak right in there, but I mean, it is what it is, you know? Jonah Lynn, what's going on? Oscar Lou, let's pray Embiid stays healthy. This team will go as far as Joe can carry them. I've been saying it, man. Joe is the main guy. With the way he's been playing, he's kind of taken over. Like, it's very hard to stop Joel Embiid. Some of these top-tier coaches will be able to at least limit him, but, I mean, he's going to continually go off, and Joe's going to carry this team as far as we're going to go. He really is, and if he goes down, I mean, you can just kiss it goodbye. Do you think Embiid will pick up the slack? I think Embiid's picked up the slack. I think he has literally put this team on his back for the last couple games. I mean, like I said, you look at the numbers, they are very impressive. And then if you actually watch the game, because let me just say one thing. To answer your question, I think he has picked up the slack. Let me just say one thing, guys. There were some people in here last post-game stream telling me that I was being too negative because the Sixers snuck out a win against the Washington Wizards. The Washington Wizards without Bradley Beal, John Wall, Davis Bertans. I mean, we snuck out a win against the Wizards. We snuck out a win against the Spurs. We got 53 dropped on us by TJ Warren. You're telling me I'm being too negative. Let me just say, I appreciate everyone's viewpoints. I appreciate everyone's debates and just everyone's insight. But if you come in here and you're just looking for everything to be 100% positive all the time and just everything sugar-coated, this isn't the channel for you. I'm going to keep it as real as possible. So just want to put that out there, but everyone's welcome. But really, I'm being too negative. I'm just trying to look at this as a realistic situation here. Ethan says, I kind of want Mike Scott to start over Al. Do I sound crazy when I say that? I don't think you sound crazy. I do not want Al Horford in the starting lineup. He's very slow. I mean, he's been producing. Now, this whole plus-minus stat isn't looking too good because, like, Al Horford was a plus 18 last game. He had 2 points and really did not do much. Al Horford, I still think he should come off the bench. I don't like him playing together with Joel Embiid. Especially without a guy like Simmons on the floor. How about start Alec Burks instead of Horford playing the 2-guard position? I want to start Alec Burks. Again, how many times did we go over this? Every pre and post game so far. Alec Burks is the man. And oh, by the way, thank you, Oscar, for reminding me. I tweeted this out. We're going to do an over-under later in the show. Here's what I'll start with. Expect 30 minutes out of Raul Neto tonight. Expect 25 to 30 minutes out of Raul Neto. I might sound crazy, but it's coming. It is coming. I mean, this was literally the key to the door. I mean, Brett must have had a hard time grasping the fact that he did not get to play Raul Neto last game. He will play Raul Neto tonight. I'm just saying. But for Alec Burks, I would absolutely start Alec Burks. The way he's been coming off the pick and rolls, the way he's been knocking down. I think he's missed 1 3-pointer in these games so far. I mean, the dude, his shot is on. I don't understand it. I still will not understand it. Eagle season, what's going on, bro? Appreciate you being up in here. Where is Steven? I don't know, man. I hit up a few guys today. If Steven comes up in here, I'm down to get him up on. DJ Eastwood isn't feeling good, so yeah, we'll see what happens, man. But you guys have been killing it in these streams and everything. We got 40 people up in here already. Guys, hit the like button. Let's get it up to 40 likes. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Some of the best Philadelphia content right here. The Magic has some injuries as well. They do. Michael Carter-Williams is day-to-day. Aaron Gordon got injured last game against the Raptors. If Aaron Gordon, I'm not sure. If you guys find out who's out for the Magic, let me know in the chat. If Aaron Gordon is not playing this game, the Sixers need to win this dominantly. They really do. I'm guessing we're going to see some of Markelle Fultz. Could you imagine? We got James Ennis starting for the Magic. Oh, man. James Ennis. I'm telling you guys, I miss James Ennis. Just the way the dude hustled. Glenn Robinson III reminds me of James Ennis. I think James Ennis will have a good game against us. I think Markelle will probably drop at least 10 against us. And Michael Carter Williams, I don't think he's playing, but if he played, he probably would drop points against us. Ideally, I'd like to start GR3 at the 3 and move Toby to the 4. I love it, man. If you guys remember, my lineup before I decided that Shake should be in the starting lineup was Glenn Robinson III. The guy's a veteran. He's been there. He's done it. He can knock down from the corner, and he hustles. He hustles. He goes and grabs boards. Guys, last game, one of the biggest problems is that we got out-rebounded by the Wizards. That cannot happen with Ben and Joe and Tobias and Al Horford on the floor. It cannot happen. That's a matter of hustle, a matter of heart. The Sixers, if you put GR3 in the starting lineup, he's going to go out there and he's going to give it his all. And I would actually start him. I would not mind that. Start GR3. I like it. I like it. Channel membership dropping tomorrow. Congrats. Appreciate it, man. Yeah. It's been a long time in the making. I got some really dope stuff coming for you guys. There will be a video out on that tomorrow. So if you like it, check it out. Shout out to you. Simmons' loss is tough, but the team has talent. Need others to step up, especially Tobias and Horford. We'll finally see if they're worth their contracts. I agree with that. I don't think they are worth their contracts, even though I don't think they're bad players. But another thing this team will lose is the lack of speed. Like, we are already as slow as it is. When I watch this team and I watch some of the other offenses, without Ben Simmons, we're going to be even slower. I want to see an up-tempo kind of offense tonight. I'm really interested to see how this team comes out. Do they just really, kick it in and just give up? Or is this team going to come out determined? That's what I want to see, man. Think we will see Shake take a bigger role in the scoring tonight? He has to. Good question. He has to step up. How many shots did Shake have last game? 7, right? 7 shots last game, 9 the game before, and 1 the first game, and 5 in the last scrimmage. I have no problem whatsoever with Shake taking 12 shots. I have no problem with it. He just has to step up. But here's the thing. Like I've been saying, younger guys are not as experienced, so they need someone to kick them into gear. You know what I mean? They need a guy like Brett Brown to come out and Shake. We are going to get you the ball. You got to let it fly. I feel like Shake is just a little bit conservative because he's still learning this kind of nature of being in the starting lineup. And when we get to the playoffs, he's going to be a bit nervous. Shake has to take more shots. Has to. Even if he's missing, he has to. Embiid is playing good, but he hasn't played against someone who can match him yet. Yeah, I mean, Vucevic, he's okay. I think Embiid should be able to handle him pretty easy. But again, we'll see double teams and we'll see triple teams. Don't forget that the amount of pressure Embiid has had on him, and he's doing much better passing out of double teams, being smarter. I loved what I'm seeing, man. OG Ananobi, how long have you been watching the Sixers? I'm a new viewer. I've been watching the Sixers my whole life growing up. My young days watching AI and them boys, then watching the process Sixers. And here we are nowadays, and I love to come on here and talk some Philly sports. Shout out to you. Appreciate you tuning in. Like it up and subscribe if you like the content, man. Start GR3, not Al Horford. I would love to. Like I said, guys, GR3 is out again. I'm getting a little bit nervous. I hope he's okay. Maybe it's just precautionary, but he's going to have to play some valuable playoff minutes, I'm telling you, on both sides of the ball. And so is Alec Burks. What's your Braves Phillies predictions? Braves will probably take 2 out of 3. The Phillies they just pissed me off with the whole pitching situation, man. I've been trying to do some Phillies videos, but these streams pre and post game, we do every pre and post game. They go long, and I'm enjoying this. So doing what we can. Aaron says people prefer trying out different lineups or have everyone healthy when playing these seeding games. I mean, I think Brett has been experimenting with a lot of different lineups, but at the same time, we don't have the biggest arsenal to choose from. So health is number one, but we got to get this locked down because, one game, Raul Neto plays 20 minutes, Alec Burks plays 15. The next Alec Burks might not even play 10. Like, we got to get it solidified, man. Expect a lot out of Neto. GR3 is out for tonight. If the Heat face the Sixers, will win in 6. Heat are looking very good right now, but I would still take them over the Boston Celtics first round. What up, RB? BLSG, what's going on, bro? Do you think we'll beat the Magic without Simmons, but the Magic not having Gordon and Michael Carter Williams? We'll get down to our predictions later on. I will tell you, I do think we have a good chance in this game, and we should. But who knows, man? Every game is different. Jonah, why can't you do a live stream during the game? Like I said, I haven't figured out how to set that up. I definitely cannot sit behind a desk and do a live stream during a game. I'm always jumping around doing my thing. But yeah, we might figure something out. We'll see. But I'm loving the pre and post games. I really am. The way Burks turns the ball over. Is that what you're saying? I mean, yeah, he's had some turnovers, but at the same time, are they all his fault? I think Alec Burks has been playing very well with the minutes he's come in, not really having a chance to establish his presence, and he just comes in and hits shots every time, man. James Studley was going on. I don't want it to happen, but I think Brett is going to take Shake out the starting lineup, put in Neto and Horford. James, please don't say that to me. Please, bro, please. Oh, man, that'll hurt. Is Markelle Fultz scheduled to play? Yes, he is, and I think he will drop probably 15 on the Sixers. I really do. The other night he started out pretty good. He didn't continue it, but Fultz might go off. Please bench Raul Neto because he played 20-something minutes. He's going to play minutes tonight, guys. I'm telling you, this is literally Brett's chance. Like, it must have hurt him so bad to not play Raul Neto. It must have hurt so bad, and now he has an easy shot to go ahead and play him. He's going to play him. He better not get more minutes than Alec Burks, though. If he does, I'm not going to understand this at all, man. Might as well call them the Orlando Sixers. They got so many former Sixers. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's some teams, man, like they should have just limited this thing down to like 6 teams, really. I mean, the Nets stink. They got no players. Orlando stinks. They got no players. Aaron Gordon's hurt. I mean, I was looking through Orlando's starting lineup. I mean, what, Vucevic, Evan Fournier. I hate Evan Fournier. I just have never liked him. Michael Carter-Williams. Who else? Carter-Williams isn't a starter. Who else do they have? DJ Augustine. Come on now. I mean, the Sixers should be able to win this game. Put up a fight against the Raptors without Jimmy. Yeah, they play hard, man. They play hard. Seeing the Raptors play the Magic on Wednesday, Embiid should contain Vucevic as Gasol completely took him out of the game. Yeah, Vucevic had a nice all-star year last season. He's always just an average guy, former Sixer as well, since they got the whole team up in here. But Embiid's going to have his way. I just know Steve Clifford is going to throw probably 3 guys at the Sixers at once. What I'm scared, though, is of Al Horford clogging up the paint. And you know, these past couple games, Joel, at least he's had room to operate and fight through and at least go to the line, if not anything. But if Al Horford's just sitting his old, you know what, in the paint, I mean, Embiid might have a tough time tonight, you know? Let's see. Neto reminds me of Appendix because he's useless. There you go. I mean, that's a great way to put it. Jimmy J, Celtics troll up in the chat. What's going on? Great offense beats great defense. I don't know about that. I think defense is the way to win it, and this is supposed to be a defensive predicated team, but we just don't play defense that well, and it's killing me. Let's go Birds. What's going on, man? Doing good. A little bit tired today, but, you know, we're not missing a pregame. We're not missing a postgame, man. We're up in here talking Sixers basketball, man. Rick Bennett, Al Horford will start in Ben Simmons' place tonight. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's crazy to me, like, with utilizing Al Horford and Joel in the same lineup, and watch, we won't see one double screen up at the top. Like, I don't understand. Utilize your personnel, optimize them, use them to their strengths. Why not set a double screen when we have 2 big men on the court? Like, watch, we're going to come down, Tobias, ISO, Joe, and Al sitting there. It just doesn't work, bro. Just doesn't work. Trade Neto for Ish Smith if y'all need a fast point guard. Another former Sixer that could up the tempo like in 15. I don't think anybody's going to take Neto. He'll probably end up getting cut. But, yeah, I'll read a couple more of these questions. We'll get into some matchups, what I'm looking for. Nadir says, how would you allocate Simmons minutes among the team? 35 minutes to distribute. If you think, are you asking how I would do it or how Brett Brown is going to do it? Because 2 different things. I would say Shake has to play more minutes. He's been playing around 20. Matisse Thybulle has to play more minutes. Absolutely. Let him get in his groove. I know he's been struggling on the offensive side of the ball a little bit. Alec Burks would get the majority. Alec Burks has to play more minutes. The guy scores. And is not a bad defender. I don't understand why he's not playing. But where I think they will go is Raul Neto. A lot will go to Raul Neto, man. Building a court right now, so I won't be as active in the chat. Shout out to you, man. Got any Celtics or Raps fans? We got some in here. We got some that know how to talk, man, but we also got some trolls. So is there some sort of rule where we always have an injury against Orlando? Yeah, apparently. If we lose tonight, I'm a Raptors fan. There you go. Barn 5, what's going on, bro? Celtics winning big tonight. Nobody cares. OG Ananobi. I'm a Wizards fan, but enjoy basketball talk in general. How fans view their teams, I'll sub for sure. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you being up in here. Yeah, man. The Wizards, I don't even know. Are they actually out of contention yet? I think they're like 7 games behind. So I don't think the Orlando will have anything crazy to play for tonight, but shout out to you, man. Let's see. Do you know who is starting? Al Horford and Joel Embiid are in the starting lineup together. I'm guessing it's Shake, Tobias, and Jay Rich and those two. Budenholzer or Vogel to coach the Sixers would never happen, even though I'd love Budenholzer. You see what Budenholzer was able to do with Giannis. Imagine what he'd be able to do with Ben Simmons. The way you feel about Fournier is the way I feel about Vucevic. Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. Like the guys that the Sixers draft in Vucevic, and then they always end up going somewhere else, like so fast. Crazy, bro. And it's like, oh, that guy played for the Sixers? That guy. I mean, it's crazy, bro. BLSG with the starting lineup. Appreciate it. Oh, wait. Starting lineup prediction. Embiid, Harris, Milton, Rich, and Thibault. Yeah. Take Thibault out. Al Horford is in the starting lineup. So, crazy, man. Joel Cito says, how can you hate Evan Fournier? I just hate him. I think like there was like one game where he got so cocky when he hit a few 3-pointers. And I'm just like, bro, are you serious? Like, you are not that good. And it was just the Sixers. They leave guys wide open, still going under the screens. Expect a lot more today. And I just don't like the dude. I don't know why. I can't give you a clear reason. Corey Dennis, what's going on? Appreciate you being up in here, my guy. Let's see. I love how Celtics fans talk crap, but we own them and they're gonna get exposed by the Bucks or Raptors. Yeah, I don't see the Celtics going all the way, man. Brett isn't a defense coach. I was laughing when I heard that Brett Brown is actually supposed to be a defensive coach. That was actually pretty funny to me. I'm like, are you serious? Like, let's see. Do you think the Sixers should maintain 6 seeds so that we could face the Celtics first round, presumably an easy matchup? I actually would prefer the Miami Heat. I still prefer them. I know I'm not in the favorite there. I just think that with the young guys that the Heat have, I know they play hard, but the young guys are going to be a little bit different in the playoffs. Celtics have been there. Brad Stevens knows what he's doing, and they just harass Joel Embiid. They literally harass him. So I might change my mind, but as of now, I'm going with the Heat. But I think we could beat the Celtics as well. This team's game plan is ISO, 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 and a little bit of more ISO. Literally what it is. And then it's Furkan Korkmaz trying to dribble off screens. And then it's, Alec Burks going pick and roll once a game, hits a 3-pointer. And Al Horford just can't even catch the ball. So, crazy. If Simmons gets a jumper and we get a better coach, then GG. Been trying to say, man, that's the whole thing that hinges this Sixers team. But Ben Simmons won't shoot it. Now he's out. And it's just... I'll talk about this for a little bit more if you guys weren't in here yet. Look, what I'm looking for with the Sixers offense is a lot more bully ball. I mean, we've been promised bully ball. We haven't been shown bully ball. You have Al and Joel in the paint now. You got to out-rebound teams. You got to let the big man work down low, and we got to rebound, and we got to get on the second chance points. And we just got to let our shooters roam around the screens. Like, just – What have we been saying? Off ball movement. Shake Milton's got to come off the ball. You don't forget, Shake Milton is not just good off the dribble. He's also good off the ball, catch and shoot. Furkan Korkmaz, I mean, the guy's great one game, the next game, where is he? He's got to step up. If he can hit, catch, and shoot threes, then we can be okay. If Josh Richardson has stepped up. He's been putting up some quiet numbers, and at least he's playing hard. He's got to knock down shots. Like, I'm just worried about where the shots are going to come from. If Alec Burks isn't playing 20 minutes, where are the shots going to come from? If Furkan is struggling, if if no one is pushing Shake to shoot the ball. What the Sixers need to do now is literally just utilize their length, like I've been wishing they would do. But it's even more stressful now without Ben Simmons. And like I said, I'm looking for this team to play a lot more up-tempo, because even if you don't have the most talent to play up-tempo, if you play hard, good things will happen. And the last couple games, I haven't been seeing them play hard all game. I just have not, man. Sixers is the reason Ish Smith is one of my favorite players to watch. So shout out. I know a weird player to be a fan of. That's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Let's see. Do you know Scooter Magruder? Yeah, I've watched his stuff before. Boston will 4-2 us. Think so? I don't know. I think it would probably go 7, to be honest. But having Brett Brown in a 7-game series is we saw that. Horford starts, OMG, kill me. Brett Brown, you're useless. And it's all about adjustments, right? Like Brett actually made some adjustments last game, but he doesn't continue them. Like I feel like he just gets laps during the game and just sits for 5 minutes and doesn't do anything, like all the talent on this team, we should be a lot better than we are. What's going on, man? When does the game start? 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll be back on here immediately after the game for the post-game show. It'll be a lot of fun. Philly girl, what's going on? Appreciate you being up in here. I hope everything's good, by the way. Hope everything's good. Bucks, Heat, Raptors, Celtics, all better than Sixers, no tanking. How am I trolling? Because, I would actually appreciate talking to some Celtics fans, which there are some that come up on this channel and can talk, but you're just very biased, and, everything is just bad for the Sixers and great for the Celtics when it comes to you. So I just consider you a troll at that point. If the Nets Magic win one or more, or the Wizards lose one, they're out. So basically we have to pray for the Nets to lose every game. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen, my guy. But, the Wizards, they shouldn't have even came to the bubble. They just wanted to give at least some competition in the East. They didn't just want to say these 8 teams are already going to the playoffs, but best. The Wizards are really shorthanded everywhere, When does the game start? I'd like to watch my first NBA game. Shout out to you. Learning some basketball up in here. 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Definitely, man. Go ahead and watch that game and come back here for the post game. Jonah Lynn says nobody watches the Magic. There was a dude that commented on my Ben Simmons video yesterday, and he was all bragging about the Magic. I'm like, you're a Magic fan. Like, what? Come on now. Who's worse, Jim Boylan or Brett Brown? They both stem from Popovich, and they both stink, which makes no sense at all. It's hard. It's really hard. Do you think the Sixers team would be good in the 90s or the 2000s? I do not. Unless they had a different coach. They have a different coach, a hard-nosed back in the day type of coach. If they had Larry Brown on this team would be great. This team would be great. He wouldn't go for any BS, man. Tell them the truth. Celtics would smash Sixers in the bubble. See, here you go again, acting like Joel Embiid wouldn't cook your whole team, and you're expecting Daniel Tice to guard Embiid. Daniel Tice couldn't guard me at LA Fitness. Come on, Jimmy J. Jimmy J. Change that profile picture. Put Daniel Tice up in there. Come on. I'd rather Simmons be a killer in the mid-range than shooting 3 threes per year. That's what I'm saying. He needs to develop that post game, and I've seen him shoot before, but you can't go in, play the high post, and literally every game, Simmons has had his way in the first couple minutes, but the other coaches just make the simple adjustment. They don't overthink like Brett Brown does. They make the simple adjustment. As soon as Ben starts to drive, after the first few minutes, guess what? They collapse. They collapse on him, and then all Ben does is throwing it, wherever, throwing it into the stands, the top of the key, 40 feet out. Like, he just gets nervous. He gets nervous when they start to collapse on him. So, I absolutely agree. If he even had a mid-range shot, he would be much more scary. Simmons is a great athlete, not a basketball player. I don't agree with that. Everything he can do on the floor, kind of distracts people from the fact that he is a good basketball player. He's a good basketball player. I mean, he just has to shoot the dang ball. Like he's a shot. Well, I mean, he has a jump shot. He's shooting it. He's the matter of shooting the shot away from being a top player in the league. Like crazy. Jonah Lynn, who's our closer? Well, I don't know who our closer is. I mean, Shake stepped up, hit the big shot. That's what I've been looking to see. I mean, at this point, it's got to be Shake or Tobias, really. Every time down, the last possession, we're going to try to throw it into Joe, but he's going to get absolutely harassed, just like he did against the Spurs. So Serena Winter should be the Sixers head coach. I'd trust her more than Brett. I would. We got to get Jay Rich more touches. Dude is so underrated and hasn't been utilized correctly. Yeah, every time Joe brings in pressure in the paint, they usually end up leaving Ben or Jay Rich. And lately, Jay Rich has been stepping up and hitting big shots. But again, another dude. One game you see him go off for 19. The next game, it's like, oh, Jay Rich is in this game? Like, no identity, man. No identity. He's literally elite at everything except shooting a three. And that's what I'm saying. He's so elite. Like, try to forget the fact that Ben Simmons was a point guard. And many people will understand, like, this dude is an all-star without a jump, without shooting the ball. Like, it's crazy that some people say that, man. It's crazy. Oh, we got another troll up in here. I'm glad you changed your profile picture. Still sucks, though. JJ Troller. Eagles will be trying. I mean, this is a Sixers stream, my guy. This is a Sixers stream. Whew. I mean, you got to change that picture again, man. You and Jimmy J should be friends. Have you thought about doing a halftime live stream? Yeah, but it goes very quick. I'm usually even taking more notes at halftime, so it just really goes fast. But maybe. Why does the emojis change when I comment? I think because on StreamYard you can't see them, but in the YouTube chat you can. But when these channel memberships drop tomorrow, I got some cool custom emojis for you guys. I'm hyped. Man. Let's see. Where do you think Beal would go to if he leaves Wizards? I mean, he would have to be traded, so it'd be very hard. I don't think he would go to a big team unless they mortgaged their future. This man's going to beat the press after watching his first game. Even he would question Brett Brown's defensive schemes. That's a great way to put it, man. Oh, man. Did you like Brett Brown during the process years? Personally, I always thought he was a terrible coach. No, I did not. And like, look. During the process years, I'm watching games. I'm like, this team has no chance of competing. But at the same time, I'm like, what I said is that I didn't hate him, but I did not. I wanted to see, how he coached these young guys up. But still, like, there were still bonehead things he did. I never thought he was a good coach. But obviously, it wasn't fair with what we were giving him. But the first year that we gave him all these guys, and he really did not do a lot. You can say, yeah, the Sixers went up to 52 wins, but don't forget we went on a 17-game win streak at the end of the season. And really, besides that, it wasn't too solid of a year. We still weren't utilizing the players the best way that we could. Grime, what's going on? Says, get the likes up. How many likes we got up in here? Guys, hit the like button if you're in here. We got 52 people and we got 30 likes. Come on now. Come on. We got to get it to 50. Simmons has no confidence shooting. I absolutely disagree. Like I've been saying, how can Simmons have no confidence shooting the ball when he doesn't miss that much? When he shoots it, he goes 1 for 2. He hits some of these threes and his form looks nice. It's not that he does not have confidence. It's just there's no offensive philosophy. If you guys noticed last game, the first time Ben shot the ball, he set a screen in the corner for Jay Rich. Jay Rich operated, moved off the ball, and both guys left. One followed Jay Rich. The other went to Joel in the high post. And Simmons easily rolled out and was wide open. But why doesn't Brett Brown call that play again? The play was not called again the rest of the time Simmons was in. It doesn't make sense. Should the players ignore Brett and do their own thing? That's what they do already. I don't think they respect them. Watching Miami Bucks and Celtics, and clearly they have a plan on the floor. Absolutely. I've been watching these teams. They're so quick. Everything's moving around. Everything's in flow, in sync. They know what they're doing. And even if they're not hitting, they're playing hard. So good things come when you play hard. No one can read the floor like Benny's one of the top playmakers. I agree. Oh, man. I'm going to cop in B's new shoe. Yeah, shout out to him. The new shoe came out. That's what's up. Sorry I'm late. All good, bro. All good. But, hey, we're going to talk about some of these matchups. Nothing really crazy to talk about. I mean, James Ennis will probably contribute a little bit. Fournier will probably have some points. Vucevic will be the main source for Orlando with Aaron Gordon out. DJ Augustine's just your casual veteran player. For the Sixers, guys, again, I'm expecting Joel to go off. Tobias Harris, I'm expecting to have a huge game against his former team. Josh Richardson, if he steps up, he does. You know, it's one game here, one game out. Someone mentioned Shake Milton earlier. I'm expecting Shake. Shake's got to step up and take 10 to 12 shots at least this game. And this bench has to step up. Furkan has to come on and get on a roll early, has to hit a couple threes. Alec Burks, he will be the guy I'm watching today. Will he play a lot more minutes without Ben Simmons in the floor? Will Raul Neto come in? I'm really looking to see what these rotations will consist of. The rotations he's been trying a lot of different things, but hasn't really kept a rotation on the floor that long. We got to start seeing these things and let them solidify and really let them cement themselves. But I want to see what Brett Brown does with the rotations. That's really what this game is for me. And I want to see how we operate the offense without Ben Simmons because he's looked lost at times. But will Shake take over and step up like someone said earlier? Will Furkan step up? If Alec Burks gets the minutes, what will he do? We know Joel Embiid's going to show up. We know Tobias Harris is either going to be on or off. We know what we have with those guys. And again, Al Horford's in the starting lineup, which I don't like, but we'll see how that lineup plays because they're going to play a good amount of minutes together tonight. And I'll answer a few more questions, and then we'll get into our predictions for each player. Probably be up on here about 20, 25 more minutes. And you already know what we do, man. 55 people up in here. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe. Big things coming. Brett Brown, literally a coach brought in to lose. Why is that man still here? I really think Sam Hinkie would have gotten rid of him. I do. I mean, there's no reason he should be here for 7 years when he's literally brought in to bear the brunt of literally collecting draft picks. It doesn't make sense. Does everybody on the Sixers want to be traded? I wouldn't be surprised if some of these guys aren't happy, honestly. Julian, my guy, what's going on, bro? Jimmy J, you're delusional. Guess it's true what they say about Celtics fans. Yeah, some like him are just crazy. Gordon and Kemba for Simmons, that's three-peat. What are you talking about? Are you talking about the Sixers, the Celtics? Like, come on. Is Brett the worst coach in the NBA? No, he's not, but he's far from the best. Far from the best. He's just a nice dude is really what he is. He lets the guys do what they want to do. Let's see. Prime Embiid or Alonzo Mourning? Good question. I'll have to get back to you on that. I mean, when Joel Embiid, if he's fully healthy throughout his prime, it's kind of hard for me to look away. But Mourning obviously has him with the stats and everything and the situation and really just the experience. But I love Joel Embiid when he's fully healthy, you know? It was a 16-game win streak. It was 17 because we won game 1 versus Miami. So pretty much same thing. But my point was that we went on a streak. We went on a long streak, which really put us above 50 wins. My guy Murph, that Kenzo, what's going on, bro? Appreciate you being up in here. Always wanted a real one, showing love and support, man. You should do a game live reaction. You don't have to put the game. It's just a live reaction. Yeah, we're not allowed to put the game up on here. I've been thinking about doing it maybe for the playoffs. But again, I would have to figure out a way to set it up because I'm not sitting behind a desk during a game. Like, I'm going nuts. They might even kick me off YouTube by the way I act during a game. But imagine tanking for a few years and have 1 or 2 good seasons. I mean, we're going to continually have great seasons. It's just, what can we do in the playoffs? What is our peak? And we know what our peak is with Brett Brown. It's the second round of the playoffs. Joseph Ventura, what's going on, bro? Appreciate you being up in here. Shout out to you, man. Talking some Sixers and Orlando Magic. Let's see. Storm coming, hopefully no power outage so there can be a post-game live. Yeah, there was a storm the other night. Thankfully it went away, but hey, as long as there is power and everything, you know I'll be up on here 10, 15 minutes after the game, man. Just got to make the thumbnail and we'll be up on here. Fultz might torch you guys tonight. Hey, I'm expecting Markelle Fultz, honestly, to get 15 points tonight. He's going to go off. He's going to have that same old just casual face, just and watch. Here's my bold take. Hot take up in the chat, fellas. Markelle Fultz will hit a three-pointer against the Sixers, and it'll look nice. It will look nice. And Brett will smile from the bench. Hey, Markelle, remember me? Yeah, and Markelle will say, yeah, you remember me, Brett, when I was on a hot streak at the end of the season and you didn't play me in the playoffs? Yeah, that's what's going to happen. Hot take. I actually like Brett Brown. There's such a herd mentality in Philly. What do you like about Brett Brown? Like, really, what do you like about Brett Brown? Do you like? I mean, I like him as a dude. He's a nice guy, but come on now, come on. Dominic Doe, Fultz is about to have his career game. Imagine he goes off for like 30 points. Fultz is a bust. Forgot how to shoot. Yeah, but I mean, he's looked much better than he did with the than with the Sixers. You know. Do you miss Robert Covington? I do not. I really don't. From the defensive side, yeah, but again, a forward who really was never able to develop how to put it on the floor. Like, he didn't develop that element, which I think he needed to. And again, there was just some nights where he just went 1 for 10, and it really pissed me off because we needed shooting, and he just would not show up consistently. But shout out to him and what he's doing there in Houston. Let's see. I still believe in Fultz since the Magic are getting him chances to play. Yeah, I mean, he'll be an average player, but I mean, I just he'll never live up to the hype. We know that. Let's see. Brett still has a job because he dealt with crappy teams. Yeah, but still, like, I think after 2 years of showing what he could do, it's just like the Sixers got to the playoffs because they had talent, but really it was just like we could have done a lot more. Man. I really think Brett's getting fired. Elton as a GM, I think we'll realize that you can't pick friendships over winning. I hope so. I really hope so, man. What do you think of Eric Spoelstra? He's a great coach. And he has his guys playing hard all the time, man. All the time. Derek, my guy, what's going on? Not in my element. Always got to show love to my friend and favorite Philly ambassador. How you been? Bro, I need you in Notion on a fire hot take stream. Shout out to my guy, Derek. Does some fire content with the Colts, man. Shout out to you from being up in here, man. Just talk to some Sixers. And yeah, I'm down whenever, my guy. Down whenever. Shout out to you. Facts, I scream at the TV when my team does something stupid. Can't control it for some reason. Passion, I guess. I feel you, man. Yeah, I see this storm coming, man. It's crazy. Probably be up on here for 15 more minutes. Joel needs to eat tonight. He will. Diehard Sixers fan, 40 years when Embiid can play season, not just a part. I believe, not sure that will ever happen. I build around Simmons. Shout out to you for being up in here. Appreciate your insight. I love Ben Simmons, man. I love him. And Joe has to stay healthy. You're right. He's got to stay healthy for the rest of the way, or else we are done. Joe and Toby's take over the scoring for the team. Yep. Hot take, Fultz is going to have 0 points. You imagine? Think so? Someone would go off this game. Sixers can miss the playoffs possibly next year. Interesting take there. I don't think so. Rocco or Dario to come back, neither. You should do a game live stream reaction. You don't have to put the game, just a live reaction. Yep. What coach would you want if Brett gets fired? I'm not sure yet. I got some names in mind, but I'll probably do a video on it. If you guys trade, would you consider the process a failure? I think if we don't end up winning a chip, then it would be a failure, to be honest. However we get it done, If we do not get the job completely done, I think it could be a failure. But with that being said, fellas, let's talk about some matchups. We always go through the top 3 guys, and we throw in one other, and we ask for some predictions. So we shall start with the man who has been consistent, Joel Embiid, coming off a 30-point game, another dominant performance. Again, I think he will have double teams thrown at him, but facing Vucevic and the Orlando Magic, no Aaron Gordon on defense. Joel is going to eat again. I'm predicting a huge game for Joe. I'm going to go with 36 points, 13 rebounds, and a few assists up in there, maybe 2 or 3 blocks. And I think Joel dominates and once again carries the Sixers tonight. Let me know your Joel Embiid predictions right now up in the chat, fellas. Tanking ruined Brett. He has the loser mentality. Brett Brown or Alan Vigneault. Oh, absolutely the Flyers guy, man. I mean, the Flyers are playing hard. Look at what they're doing, man. Could really use someone like Jeremy Grant, a great defender and good shooter, ex-Sixer too. Everybody, man. Ben's offensive game to me is very simple. It is to me too. But I don't get paid to make the decisions. I don't get paid to tell these guys and instruct them how to play. But it's very simple. Don't get it twisted. This game is a very simple game, man. Did you see Joel's new shoes fire? Yep. Brett is a bad coach. There's no system, plays to his offense, doesn't make adjustments when a guy gets hot. Rotations are questionable. Absolutely right. And the list goes on. Man. Let's get some Embiid predictions up in here. 27, 11, and 4, 37, 14, 3, and 2 blocks. I like it. 52. Woo! 52 points, baby. 14 and 5 with 3 blocks. That's a monster game right there. 21, 12, and 4. 42, 18, and 3. 32, 14, and 4 with 3 blocks. See, I'm thinking of at least 2 or 3 blocks, man. Vucevic is going to tame and be no way RB. You really think so? I don't think so. I mean, I don't think so. I don't. Joel, 37, 4, and 16, 2 blocks. 29, 13, 8, and 3. Embiid needs to dominate. I agree. 50 points, 9 rebounds, and 7 assists. 23 points and 9 rebounds. He's going to take a step back. I hope I'll be wrong, but Joe hasn't showed consistency like this ever. Yeah, but he's our main dog now, you know? He's our guy. 28, 15, and 6 with 2 blocks. Embiid always struggles with Vucevic, 20, 10, and 5. Let's see. All right, and that looks like all we got for the Embiid predictions. Hold on, we got one more up in here. 48, 17, 3 with 3 blocks. I love it. And OG Ananobi says Neto 0-0-0-3 turnovers. I love it. But yeah, let's get into some Tobias Harris predictions. Tobias had a little bit of an off game last game, but this is a game I expect him to step up. I think Joe will be the main guy, but I think Tobias will be that contributor, and I think he'll have space to operate. So I'm going to go with Tobias Harris, 24 points tonight. I think he'll have 6 assists and probably like 6 rebounds. I'll go 24, 6, and 6 for Tobias, and he'll have a decent game. He'll have he might have some quiet points, but on the box score at the end, he'll have a good game, and he'll contribute for this team. Let me get your predictions up in the chat. Murph the Kenzo, Toby 34, 6, and 6. Big game for Toby, man. Let's see, 34, 10 with 8. 35 and 8. I like it. 32, 12, and 4. We're all thinking over 30 points, huh? For Tobias. Big game. 21, 7, and 3. 32, 12, and 5 with 3 steals. 34 and 5. 25, 6. Wait, 25 with 6 3-pointers? 6 3-pointers? 7 rebounds, 9 assists, and a steal. Interesting. 32, 5, and 4. 25, 5, and 5. Kind of around you, my guy. Horford, 27, 12, and 3. Hold up. Fultz hot streak, 35 and 7. 34, 16, 10, and 2. Woo! Big triple dub. Big triple dub. Tobias 28, 7, and 5. 22, 7, and 3. 25, 9, and 4. 50, 35, and 80. I like it. I like it. Neto 54. Get out of here, Murph. But yeah, so we can't do Ben Simmons anymore because obviously he's not playing and he's out. You know what? All right, let's go Al Horford. Let's go Al Horford since he's starting tonight. For me, Al Horford, I think he's going to struggle a bit. I do, but I think he'll have a decent game. I could see him putting up, 13, 14 points, 4 assists, and like 6 rebounds. So 14, 6, and 4 for Al Horford. Let's get a couple of them up in here. 14, 4, and 3. Let's see. Al Horford 15, 10, and 5. Al Horford 7, 12, and 5. 10, 3, and 2. I see some people putting Shake. We're going to do him next. And then I want to ask you guys one more. 12, 8, and 5 for Al. Yeah, about the same. 8, 8, and 4. All around the same here. 12, 4, and 2. 17, 8, and 6. 18, 6, and 8. 15, 10, and 4. Good shooting percentage. I like it. 12, 3, and 11. Woo! 11 assists or rebounds. 18, 7, and 6. 3 threes. 17, 11, and 6. 12, 6, and 2. I like it. Okay, so we're gonna do 2 more here, and they'll be very quick, and then we'll do our game predictions. Let's go with Shake Milton. Will Shake Milton step up? I'm expecting him to take 10 shots tonight, and I think Shake's going to have a pretty good game. I'll go 18 points, a couple assists, and a couple rebounds for Shake Milton, but I'll go 18 points. 18 points. Let's see. I saw one up here. 24 and 5 for Shake. I like it. Let's see. I'm waiting for these to come in here. All right, we got him. Joel Embiid will score 7 blocks. Nice. Shake 22 and 5. 22, 5, 5, and a steal. 27, 2, 8 with 2 steals. 19, 8, and 2. 15, 5, and 5. I like it. 22, 7, and 3. Shake 13, 3, and 5. I like it. But yeah, I want to do one more with you guys. Let's see, a quiet 16, 4, and 3. All right, so before we do our game prediction, man, and get up on out of here, what will Markelle Fultz's stat line be tonight? I see another Shake here, 18, 4, and 6, 14, 5, and 3, 24, 5, and 2. Big game for Shake Milton. I like it. An Al Horford right here, 13, 6, and 1. 26 and 5 for Shake, 14, 5, and 4. Let me know Markelle Fultz's stat line. I'm going to go with 15 points, 3 assists, and like 3 rebounds. I think he's actually going to have a decent game off the bench. And us Sixers fans will laugh. He'll hit like a jump shot. He'll hit a 3 or something. But yeah. Markelle Fultz is bad. 12, 5, and 5. Let's see. Oh, wow. The chat just jumped. Rich, 19, 3, and 3. 20 and 3 for Markelle Fultz. Sheesh. Will Shake outplay Markelle? I think he will. Zeros across the board from my guy, Ethan. 10, 6, and 6. I knew someone was coming with it. Fultz might go for a triple-double. 24, 11, and 10. Could you imagine? I'll buy a Markelle Fultz jersey if he goes for a triple-double. I will. An Orlando Magic jersey. Let's see. Markelle's name is banned from this channel. Apparently so is his jump shot, too, from the city. Markelle 10, 5, and 10. Very inefficient. 0, 0, and 3. Neto will score 0 points. That reminds me, I want to do one more thing with you guys. 12, 7, and 1. 14, 3, and 4. We're all predicting in the mid-teens for Markelle. 20 and 3. Zeros across the board. 14, 4, and 2. Murtha Kenzo, RB will have 50, 20, and 20. You already know I'm out there. Brett, call my number. Put me in, Brett. Brett. 10, 5, 10 and 5 with 2 steal, or 10, 5, and 2 with a steal. 13, 2, and 4. Milton, 19, 6, and 5. 20 points, 3 assists. 10 for 18 field goals. Holy. Oh, my. Shake will outplay Markel with a triple-double. A triple-double from Shake. I don't like the Magic jersey, do you? No. No. Scary game. Orlando needs it. Neto equals Fultz equal. Markel will dunk on Joel Embiid. He better not. He better not. Honestly, rather have RB run backup point over Neto. And that brings me to my last point before we give our real quick game predictions, all right? How will Neto over and under 15 minutes played? Just put over or under in the chat. Let's get a couple of them up in here because I'm going over. I think Neto's going to play like 20 minutes. I really do. Somehow, some way, like it's impossible, right? But somehow, some way, Neto will find his way in. It might be at the first substitution, and he's going to play like a whole quarter. Watch. Oh, man. Jersey Sixer, what's going on? Hope Neto doesn't get any minutes, but knowing Brown, he will start. Exactly. Neto's going to find his way in the lineup, man. Neto 6, 2, and 8, all going to be to Embiid. He's the youngest person in NBA history to get a triple-double. If he gets a triple-double tonight, I will buy a full jersey. I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. RB will break all the NBA records. There you go. All right, so we got an under, over, over. It's crazy how many overs I'm seeing in this chat right now. It's like can Neto really? Should he even play more than 5 minutes? No. But he might play 20. He might. Over. Sixers win by 30. Just give me 1 second. Under. People are so blind for Markel. Over. Brett Brown loves him. Legendary guitarist Jose Neto could play better than Raul Neto. 45 minutes because Brett is Jason Garrett of the NBA and I'm a Cowboys fan. Under 15 minutes if I was the coach. Actually, 0 minutes if I was the coach. But this game is over because he's Brett's long-lost son. Under. Career high 48 minutes tonight. Over. All right. He shouldn't touch the floor, but he's definitely going to get 25. All right, here we go. Game predictions. Orlando Magic down their best player, Aaron Gordon. They're down Michael Carter-Williams, the legend Michael Carter-Williams. But the Sixers are down Glenn Robinson. They're down Ben Simmons. What will be the game prediction for this game? Let me know your predictions in the chat, and then we'll get up on out of here. Look, Orlando's the number 8 seed. They're not fighting for much because they already have it locked up. I mean, I guess they're fighting for the 7 seed, but it doesn't really matter, Milwaukee or Toronto. This will be just a casual game. I'm expecting another boring game. I'm expecting some rough, getting used to with Al and Joe in the lineup. I think it's going to be a very slow game and just kind of boring back and forth. I think it's going to be low scoring. I do. But I think the Sixers, with the amount of talent, with the amount of size, I think it'll be close, a lot closer than many people will think. But I think we will pull away, hopefully in the fourth quarter. I'm expecting some guys to step up, but I'm going to go with a low-scoring one here. I think the Sixers take it 105, Orlando Magic 98. I think we win by 7 points. Sixers 105, Orlando 98. I think we win this an ugly 3-1 start, but nonetheless a 3-1 start. But I'm interested to see how everything operates, how everything functions, man. Let's get some predictions up in here. Let's get some predictions. Korkmaz's choking in the bubble. Yeah, he's got to step up, man, especially now. 110-79 Sixers. 79. That's bold, my guy. That's bold. 124-101. 135, 132 in overtime. Please don't let this go to. If it goes to overtime, just call the game. Just call the game. Orlando by 5. 115-100 Sixers. 102-96. 122-105 Sixers. Dub. I'm not being a hater. I think Magic wins. It's not being a hater. Look, man, you could be a Sixers fan, think this team wins, think this team wins. It's just being real. Every game is different, my guy. Dubs by 9 for the Sixers. 109-104. 94-89 Philly. 102-94. 150-20 for the Magic. over. My prediction is we get outcoached. I will agree with that. I do agree with that, but I think we have a lot more talent. 107 to 98. What did I say? 105 to 90. I said 105, 98, right? Yeah. Sixers will win with a Joel Embiid game-winning three, 110 to 107. Without Simmons, I don't know if we even beat the Magic, but I'll still take my guys. Love the stream, man. People are out here comparing Magic to the Clippers. It's crazy, bro. It makes no sense. We get outcoached every game, nothing new. I agree. Both teams have awkward offense, so it will almost certainly be a low-scoring game, 103 to 98 Sixers. But if Magic win, I will not be surprised. 132, 130, just like the Cavs game in 18. 106, 98 Sixers. 132 to 130. 118 to 108 Magic. But with that being said, fellas, shout out to all 50 up in here that stopped by to the stream. We went for an hour strong, man. Again, I will be on this immediately after the game, 10, 15 minutes. So come back in here. We'll talk about everything that happened in the game. We'll talk about how the Sixers looked without Ben Simmons and what they will look like going forward into the future. Let's hope the Sixers win this game. If they don't, it's going to be pretty ugly. But shout out to everyone that came by. Appreciate you guys. And I'll catch you in a few hours after the game. I'll catch you about 10 to 15 minutes after the game. Shout out to everyone that came in. Hit the like button on your way out. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Channel memberships coming tomorrow. Big things coming. Shout out to everyone, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.